Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week ahead, keeping in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone. So make sure to check out your other placements because you could have messages there. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I am offering a promotion for the month of May. So it's a good time to get a reading if you've been wanting one. All right, Aquarius, let's get started here. What's the current energy around Aquarius for the week ahead? The Star, that's your energy, Aquarius. So that makes me feel like right now you're sort of healing from something because the card that comes right before this one is the Tower. So it feels to me like after a major restructuring, after some unexpected and sudden sort of shifts that have been needing to take place, you're at a place now where you're sort of recovering from that, and you're kind of putting in your intentions for the future energy or the upcoming energy. You're planting your desires and your intentions into the ground. You can see here pouring the water, and you've got this star that I feel like you're almost making a wish on a star here. You're really focusing your intentions on what you desire to see happen around you. And I feel like you're building again, like you're rebuilding yourself up. The Star card also carries this lovely message of sort of, kind of being the phoenix rising from the ashes and having your wishes granted and fulfilled after something that could be described as sort of like a traumatic event or an event that caused a lot of upheaval. And now your hope is being renewed, and it's like you expect miracles, and you can expect miracles at this time. And I love that. Look, it's on the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. That's gorgeous that the Nine of Cups is here. So that kind of makes me feel like your wishes are going to be granted indeed, and that you can expect them to be fulfilled. Love that. Let's see, what are the obstacles here for Aquarius, if any? Okay. Oh, an ending that you're ready to get up from. It's in reverse, right? The Ten of Swords in reverse suggests that there's been a difficult ending that could be causing an obstacle here for you to sort of focus on your miracle coming through, your wish being granted, your new path. So you've had a difficult moment that you're ready to get up from. Like we said, it may have been something that caused a lot of upheaval, could have been something that could be described as a traumatic sort of event or ending, or something that got you, maybe a betrayal or someone stabbed you in the back, and you're ready to get up from that now. But that moment is still sort of haunting you a little bit. That moment is haunting you a little bit, and it could be causing some delay in you taking action on something that you really desire. Let's see what's top of mind for Aquarius right now. What's top of mind for Aquarius right now? Okay, I've got two cards, the Moon and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So the Moon says to me that you're moving towards uncharted territory here. This is a big transformation. The Moon is that divine feminine energy coming in to sort of show you something energetically before you see it in your reality. And it feels very unknown, Sometimes when we see the Moon card, it can come in with a bit of anxiety and sort of this need to embrace the unknown, to be uncomfortable, or to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, and to, sort of make your way in the dark a little bit. It's like mountain climbing at night. It can be really exhilarating, but also really scary because you're not sure where you're going. You can't really see ahead of yourself, but you have to keep moving forward. Now, seeing that come through with the Two of Pentacles in reverse tells me that you're not sure what to make a priority right now. There may be too many things on the plate, and so you sort of have to make a choice about where to make a priority out of something. What's the priority here? Is the priority to fully understand the journey, or is the priority to get on with the journey? You know, it's interesting. Let's see what's driving this reading. What is at the root of this for Aquarius? What's really driving this? That'll give us an idea of what to prioritize. Ooh, the Devil. That's very interesting because this is a Capricorn card and this is a Capricorn card. And if you've been one of my followers for a while on this channel, you know that there's always been this interesting vibe between Aquarius and Capricorn that shows up in my readings, and it always comes through in the Aquarius readings. So what's happening here is interesting on that level, but seeing the Devil also is interesting because that is a card of us sort of being bound to something. You know, we almost feel like it's got a grip on us, and it may not be serving us in the way that we're sort of at its mercies. You know, like something has got a hold on you here, Aquarius, and it makes me feel like this thing, you need liberation from it, because it could be that you're healing from something to do with this energy that sort of got reflected at you in your outer reality as a Ten of Swords moment where you're ready to heal from this, but it's something that it's like you have to break a cycle or break an attachment here. You could be really tempted by something here, and it's sort of this idea that you're in the shadow, right? Like I was saying when I saw the Moon card, it's like mountain climbing at night, where it can be, you know, you're not really sure where things are headed or where you're headed, but you just know you have to keep moving. You have to keep going. It's not a time to set up camp here. You've got to just keep moving. And it almost feels to me like it's time to release something that no longer serves you, but man, does it have a grip on you. It's like a vice. This is something that's nudging you to look at the shadow element, to bring it to the light so you can really have a look at it and heal. You know what I mean? This is a moment where something is really being illuminated to you, and it's showing you where there's some liberation that you need to seek, or that you're trapped by something. And it's like you're looking at all the different fragmented parts of yourself to see where something needs to come together, where you need closure, where you need liberation. That's why you have this Two of Pentacles. Remember I said this card is going to tell us what you need to prioritize, and it feels like right now you've got too much going on your plate because there's a lot of things that have a hold on you that don't serve you anymore. And it could also represent that you're dealing with a Capricorn. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. So there's some kind of past energy that's got a hold on you. And, you know, you're trying to move past it, I think. And you just don't know where you're going to go next. And that's part of the mystery to embrace, right? This is very interesting. Let's see what the past influences are in this situation. And you know what's really interesting is you should watch the Capricorn reading, because in the Capricorn reading, there was a very strong emphasis of a past person knocking at the door. And what should Capricorn do about that? So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, you should watch that reading. Let's see what the past influences of this situation are for Aquarius. Six of Wands. So in the past, it feels like things were out of balance. Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And that you didn't receive what you were expecting to receive out of a situation. When I see the Six of Wands in reverse, it's a time where there's resentment, frankly. And this idea of comparing yourself to other moments or other people and other experiences, and sort of coming out with this idea of like, well, how come it didn't work out for me? Nothing ever works out for me. Things are always out of balance for me. You know what I mean? And it feels like it's a moment where things weren't in balance. Things may have been a one-way street. And you may have this sort of idea within yourself from the past that says, you know, nothing ever works out for me. And you may still be holding on to that resentment, right? In that Devil card, you may still be holding on to that resentment, and feelings of failure are sort of very present when you think about this past situation that I think led to this Ten of Swords, where you were really hurt by something and you're still contemplating it. It's still here. Let's see what the upcoming energy is here for Aquarius. What's the upcoming energy for Aquarius? Two of Swords, more decisions. You've got to make a decision about this, but right now, or in the upcoming energy, I mean, right now it's on your mind that you know you have to pick a focus, that you have to choose a priority here. But upcoming, seeing the Two of Swords in reverse says to me that not only do you have a choice to make, but it's a difficult choice. It's a very difficult choice. And it feels like you're sort of between a rock and a hard place. And it's a fear for you to commit to something again, because almost like, what if this happens again, right? Is what you're saying to yourself. So you're having a difficult time making a choice about what to prioritize, because there are some feelings of failure from the past. And you're also having a difficult time making a choice because there's a fear here of commitment. And you're afraid to commit to something that you're going to make a decision to make the priority here. You're afraid of that idea of committing to this, because I think you're thinking to yourselves, I'm at a crossroads here. I could get buried in the quicksand if I go for it again, but maybe I'll find peace if I trust my judgment and intuition. So an upcoming decision here. Let's keep going. What does Aquarius see? How do they see themselves right now? Ooh, that fell on the floor. Let me grab that. Seven of Wands. So there's a part of you that feels a bit guarded and defensive, and you may be guarding and defending yourself because you don't want this to happen again, right? You got the 6 and the 7. So it's almost like you're moving from this feeling of failure in the 6 of Wands reversed in the past. You're moving away from that sort of feeling of failure into a place of high defenses, highly defensive, and convinced that there are, that there's harm around you. So you're defending yourself, you're standing up for yourself, but almost in a way of defensiveness. And you might be feeling like boundaries are important at this time because you don't want this to happen again. So that makes me feel like whatever's going on internally for you right now, Aquarius, you're not communicating it. You're keeping it to yourself. You don't want to be vulnerable right now. You're not feeling like it's safe to be vulnerable right now. And so you're sort of in a defensive stance where you're like not being honest. You're sort of wearing a mask. You're not really communicating how you really feel about things because you don't want to, I feel like you just don't want to take that chance right now. So you're hiding out. Hermit in reverse on the bottom of the deck. How do other people see Aquarius right now? What is the outer reflection of Aquarius right now? Is the Emperor in reverse. So other people are seeing you as someone who is a natural leader. You are a visionary, Aquarius. You're a natural leader, but you're a leader who's choosing not to lead, right? Because you don't trust yourself to sort of take control of something in a way that's going to serve you in the end. I feel like you've got a lot of self-doubt. You've got a lot of doubts about yourself as a leader, your decision-making skills. You don't trust yourself. You may even be feeling here like really defensive, like we said, and I think it's showing. Like other people are seeing you as defensive and stubborn and not following how you really feel about something. So it's almost like other people have your number here. They see what's going on. They see that you're conflicted about something, that you're trying to heal a situation from the past and you're feeling really defensive and stubborn about it. And it feels like everyone knows it. You know what I mean? Like the people that see you, they see it and they say, well, Aquarius has lost faith in themselves. They don't trust themselves. Even though your current energy is the Star card, which is you reflected in the tarot, it feels like you don't quite trust yourself to make the decision to commit to something yet. It's the commitment, I think. And so you're defensive, you're stubborn, you're not making a decision. And I feel like seeing the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, tells me that this impacts your sense of grounding, your sense of family, your sense of security, your sense of belonging. This could be something that impacted you at a family level, you know, and it may have even impacted you in a marriage, you know, or a situation of deep commitment. And so now you're feeling reluctant to commit again. You know what I mean? Let's see, what are the hopes and fears here surrounding Aquarius in this situation? Okay, so we're seeing 3 cards here. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. And the 3 of these cards tell me a story that say, should I commit to love in a new form again after being disappointed by love in the past? You know, and should I pursue it? Should I start planting seeds towards it and really commit myself to this new love beginning? But I think that's your hope and your fear because of what you've gone through in the past. And so you're not sure, should you commit to it or not? Should you take the lead and go first and make contact, you know, and take the first step? Should you feel confident, inner strength on the bottom of the deck? This is very interesting, Aquarius. I wonder, you know, it makes me feel like your hopes and fears are tied up in a new beginning around love, like really committing to a new beginning in love, really like a clean slate almost. You know, with that Star card, it's like you want to really, really begin again, like a really, really fresh start. Maybe with the same person. It's hard to say. But, you know, it really does feel like an earth sign is involved in this and that you're not sure about this earth sign anymore. But you feel drawn to them. I'm telling you, watch the Capricorn reading. Very interesting. Let's see what the final outcome could be here for Aquarius. Moving forward, what's the potential outcome here? Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah. This feels like you know, and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So there definitely is a new beginning possible here. And seeing the Page of Cups, excuse me, on the bottom of the deck in reverse makes me think that this is something that you do truly desire, but that you may be missing some of the signs because you're overly sensitive and you're blocking things because you're defensive and stubborn and you're not trusting the situation, you're not wanting to commit. And so that's why this page is sort of in reverse, because you may not be picking up on the messages. You're missing some signs here. And because of your sensitivity, you're sort of blocking the flow of the process around you. So you're being guided to sort of allow your emotions to just be out there, like to stay open and curious about what could happen, right? To really be open to inspiration from the strangest places, to really see the signs as guiding you, will serve you. So that's sort of a big message here for you, is to not let fear block you, not let yourself be blocked by not trusting yourself or having a lot of self-doubt around committing to something because, oh, look at that, soulmates and why. Oh, Aquarius, I really feel like someone hurt your heart and that they had this sort of you had this really strong connection with someone, and you haven't stopped asking yourself why it didn't work out. You've never stopped asking yourself why, because I really think about how much this person meant to you, and you haven't stopped imagining what it could be like to be with this person again. This really feels like a love reading about past love that you haven't let go of, that didn't work out in the past, but that moving forward, you know, you're being guided to see it, sort of make a commitment one way or the other, to either commit to this again and go for it and take the lead, releasing your boundaries and releasing the defenses that you have built up here, and to release that stubborn energy and just commit to this again. but fully. It feels like giving it full commitment this time so that it really has a chance to grow, or to just walk away from it, to decide, no, I'm going to pursue something else, but almost taking the advice into that new experience, to trust yourself to have a new beginnings elsewhere, and to allow yourself that opportunity without feeling like you can't trust yourself. But either way, you have to make a decision, and I'm sending you so much love in that process of trying to make this decision, because it feels like a difficult one. It feels like between a rock and a hard place here. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I look forward to reading for you again soon, and I'm sending you so much love and light, my friends. Take care.